Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. It's time to go back to the living room. That's right, the theaters are still closed. It's been about a month since my last A-List review, Trolls World Tour, and that was a movie that was supposed to go to theaters, but ended up going to streaming instead. And now we've got the same case here, a 2020 animated film making its debut on demand instead of the theaters. My review of the 2020 animated comedy mystery, Scoob. Coming up now. A lonely young boy named Shaggy Rogers comes across a stray puppy at the beach who he adopts and names Scooby-Doo. Shaggy and Scooby soon make new friends in Velma, Fred, and Daphne on Halloween night when they explore a haunted house. 10 years later, all of them are together as Mystery Inc., solving supernatural cases. They decide to go into business with Simon Cowell as their investor, but Simon doesn't want Scooby and Shaggy to be a part of it. After a spat between the friends, Shaggy and Scooby find themselves involved in a crazy mission with superhero the Blue Falcon and his super dog, Dynomutt the Dog Wonder. They're trying to stop criminal mastermind Dick Dastardly, who plans on opening the gates of the underworld and needs Scooby's help to do it. Will Mystery Inc. be able to stop Dastardly before he can find the portal to the underworld? So what did I think of Scoob? I thought it's a mediocre animated comedy mystery. The animation itself looks good, sometimes, but there are moments where it looks awkward, as do some of the character designs. Fred, for example, looks less like his original character and more like a Ken doll. When the film kicked off with Tupac's California Love in the opening titles, I knew this was going to be quite different than I expected going in, and that wasn't always a good thing. Among the surprises is an attempt at making what seems to be a Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe, but not only using the Scooby-Doo characters, but the Blue Falcon and Dynomutt, who I actually had never heard of until now, a cameo from Captain Caveman, and Dick Dastardly as the villain. Unfortunately, the attempt is less Marvel Cinematic Universe and more Universal's Dark Universe, as everything feels extremely forced and a lot more convoluted than it needed to be by trying to incorporate all of these characters in the same story. By throwing all of these characters in, it completely strays away from what the audience was expecting, and the rest of Mystery Inc. gets put on the back burner for over half of the film. The movie also takes place in modern times, which is a little odd, seeing characters dressed from the 1960s in 2020. They try, but it never really meshes. Most of the comedy gives us pop culture jokes, lingo, and references from the characters talking about everything from Harry Potter all the way to Tinder. Needless to say, most of this falls flat on its face. However, I did get one good laugh at a joke dealing with the Hemsworth brothers. A lot of the gags get repeated as well when they weren't funny the first time. The origin story also feels a bit unneeded, as it just is tacked on to the first 10 minutes of the film, and then we go straight into this new adventure. I found the new mission to actually be boring, as there's no real mystery and everything plays out straightforward. I really didn't care about the side plots involving the super team, like the new Blue Falcon being scared and being afraid he'll be a letdown compared to his father. The film does have a couple of cute moments, mostly between Scooby and Shaggy, and their friendship is easily one of the highlights. The voice cast is kind of hit and miss. While some do fine, others feel uninspired, starring Frank Welker as Scooby-Doo, the fun-loving dog who finds himself being chased because of his lineage, Will Forte as Shaggy Rogers, Scooby's best friend who's feeling down as he can't add much to the mission, Mark Wahlberg as Blue Falcon / Brian Crown, the son of the original Falcon who's not the brightest bulb in the box, Jason Isaacs as Dick Dastardly, the criminal mastermind trying to unlock a portal to the underworld, Gina Rodriguez, how you doing, as Velma Dinkley, the brains of the gang, Zac Efron as Fred Jones, the self-proclaimed tank of the gang, and Amanda Seyfried as Daphne Blake, the empathetic member who lucks her way into a few situations. While it was set to be released in theaters, this easily could have been one of those straight-to-DVD releases that pop out featuring Scooby-Doo and random celebrities as guest stars. While it has its moments, Scoob is a film that little kids will probably enjoy, but will most likely have older viewers scratching their heads and wishing that they were watching an old episode of the television series instead. I'm gonna give it the rating of meh. It's okay. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTroopAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WestAlist. Until next time, Troop.